Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video here at Tablemon. It's been what feels like an eternity since I last did deck profile plus a couple of battles. I really enjoy doing the other content a lot more, which I also haven't had a lot of time, so an editor is also helping me with that. I do some videos, they do others. But lately, between the Japan trip and so much coaching right after, like during the months of May, June, and July, and now as we head into September, my life has been super hectic, all over the place, but very happy to be back. And my intention is to get back on track with ideally daily videos, very likely like 4 to 5 during the per week, because I am trying to start up Spanish content as well. If you're interested in the Spanish content, I do have a secondary YouTube channel for all the Spanish content in case you want to subscribe and watch that as well. But let's talk about Charizard EX. Charizard EX is the brand new shiny toy from the Obsidian Flame set. Pretty powerful card. It gets progressively better as the game advances, as your opponent takes prizes, as you take prizes. The attack just increases in damage, 30 more for every prize card your opponent has taken, and you yourself are dealing a base 180. And of course, the ability Infernal Rain allows you to power yourself up or even power up other Pokemon such as your Arceus VSTAR, which not only helps you set up with Starbirth, but can be a decent attacker as well. Different weakness, solid 200 damage to start off the match. You can potentially use Infernal Rain to directly power up the Charizard, and then with a Vitality Band or a Choice Belt, increase your damage output and take some sneaky KOs that way. You also have the brand new Pidgeot EX, which is of course a fantastic card. Quick Search. I cannot believe I am playing Quick Search in 2023 as I was playing the other Quick Search in 2003 or no, 2004, right? So almost 20 years that I've been playing, and I can't believe that almost 20 years later, I'm saying Quick Search once again. Yeah, it's just mind-blowing and makes me feel really old. You know, I'm honestly getting old, but I'm here to stay for a very long time. Anyways, a lot of great synergy between the three cards. Energy power up. Pidgeot, of course, can search for any card at any time, which is great. And then you also have Arceus VSTAR Starbirth, which also searches for 2 cards only once per game. That's usually gonna be enough. So a lot of search, a lot of consistency, along with a Mew with a Mysterious Tail to nap that Rare Candy, nap that Battle VIP Pass, which can sometimes be crucial. And then you have Radiant Charizard to help us do more damage in the late game with a single prizer, as we are already running Fire Energies anyways. Now, supporters wise, we do have triple Iono, triple Colress Experiment, triple Boss Disorders, and the 1 copy of Jacq. Using Jacq during a turn can either, it's an extra out to Arceus VSTAR, but it also help you, like you can use Arceus VSTAR Starbirth for Rare Candy plus Jacq, and then you go Rare Candy, you play the Jacq, you grab Pidgeot and Charizard, and then you Rare Candy into Pidgeot, and with the Pidgeot you search for another Rare Candy, and then you have everything in one turn. And you get like really explosive turns thanks to Arceus and Pidgeot on a single turn, essentially looking for 3 cards that you need. So that's crazy good. Yeah, I cannot explain how crazy good that is. And after playing with the deck a little bit more, I know I made a video in collaboration with Kara about Pidgeot EX, and we both agree that Pidgeot probably needed a little bit more time to establish itself, but I think I might have underestimated Quick Search. Maybe it's just because it's been so long, right, that I use Quick Search and my old brain starts to forget things. No, I'm kidding, but I don't know. Pidgeot EX, really good card, real fantastic, and I'm sure we're gonna start to see it being splashed into more decks and in the near future. Now, Ultra Ball, Battle VIP Pass, Rare Candy at 4 ofs, pretty essential cards to the deck. Battle VIP Pass, really good. It's a one card that's a little questionable in a way. You could easily play, like, instead of those 4 Battle VIP Pass, part of me would love to play like quad Nest Ball, quad Artazon, and then you have like infinite counter stadiums to Path to Peak, which is the only thing that stops Pidgeot from searching for the cards you need. However, that might be overdoing it, but it's something I definitely want to try out in the future. But this is a more standard build, and it's the one I'm going to be playing with today. Now, double Escape Rope to attack, single Escape Rope to potentially mess with an opponent, and just as a good switching card overall. Lost Vacuum, another out to Path to Peak. Super Rod for energy recovery, and sometimes recovering a Charmeleon. or even the Radiant Charizard could be good. I don't know, it gives you a little bit more freedom with the Ultra Ball, but it's mainly 4 energies. And then have Vitality Band and Choice Ball, 2 ways to increase your damage output, get those nice numbers going, which can sometimes be pretty crucial. And then Artazon for extra consistency to search for Charmanders, Pidgeot, or Mew. And then Magma Basin for a sneaky load of energy that your opponent might not have been expecting, especially to utilize Charizard, Radiant Charizard, a turn earlier than they would expect, perhaps. And then 8 basic fires and 2 double turbos round out the deck. So how about we jump into some games? If you want to support the channel, you can use code Tablemon to get 5% off at Potent Store for your online codes, 10% off for your sealed product at Flipside Gaming, and 10% off on your aluminum accessories at TC Evolutions. Or if you're looking to buy singles or sleeves, you can fill up your cart and close the tab. Then click on the affiliate link in the description and check out. That way you can support the channel over at TCG Player, Card Market, and Dragon Shield. ¿Eres de México y necesitas cartas de Pokémon? Busca Hyperbeam Cards en Facebook e Instagram. Y si estás en Tijuana, búscalos en el local C27 en el Centro Comercial Otay. Alright, so let's get this party started with Charizard EX. Now, disclaimer, I'll probably be making a few mistakes, maybe more than a few, purely because I have not played with the deck too much, but we'll see. Any basic would have made this hand pretty good. Now we're gonna give a little bit of information to our opponent on, well, not a little. We're gonna give information to our opponent on what we are playing, but this hand's still pretty nice, not gonna lie. Now, my opponent will be going first, so we'll see. It's been a long time since I've seen the red thing. All right, so we're up against Regis. I feel like Reggie has no business being played or viable at all right now, so this will be probably a dud game, just because there's no Regigrass, right? So you cannot deal with Charizard EX. Every Charizard EX will be taking at minimum 2 prizes, maybe even a third. You also have Pidgeot, potentially, although it's probably best to just focus on the Charizard, as it doesn't have any weaknesses. And yeah, this is definitely a pretty solid hand overall. So we're gonna get our second Charmander. The active is potentially exposed a little bit. We're gonna get the Arceus and we're gonna check. We do have Arceus VSTARs, we have our Pidgeots, we have our 4 Rare Candies. We did prize a fire. We did prize a fire, a Colress, nothing big, I would say, overall. Like nothing major. With this Nest Ball, we're gonna go ahead and grab our, not the Radiant Charizard, Pidgey. We did prize the Mew, but that's honestly okay. If I'm able to find a... all right, well, exactly this. Yeah, this is actually really fantastic. I could even forego the Rare Candy, but this is perfect. If I don't get Iono, this is actually a dream hand. And if I do get Iono, there's always a possibility that Arceus will do its thing. I don't mind doing 10 damage to myself, I guess. I guess the 30 damage also doesn't matter, so maybe I shouldn't even be damaging myself. Putting myself at 320 actually puts me in range of a 2-hit KO from this Reggie, so actually attacking might have actually been a mistake. I'm saying actually a lot today. I don't know why, but all good. So there's a fighting. There's a chance my Charmander goes down. So like worst case scenario, I guess, is, wow, there's enough, yeah. Full bench, Charmander KO with path. That's the worst case scenario. Charmander will be getting KO'd, but will there be a path coming down as well? That's the question. I hope not. If if it does come down, I'm gonna be kicking myself quite a bit for not benching the for not keeping the other Colress. But all right, just 140, that's okay for now at least. So we're gonna get a pretty big turn right here. We get any 3 cards we want. This is crazy. So let's go ahead and thin by using Infernal Rain. Gosh, the animations. Maybe just 2. Do I expect to be attacked? Yeah, maybe I will attack with Arceus at some point. So let's power up to here. Or maybe Pidgeot. Now let's do Arceus. Let's do Arceus. All right. So now I do have another double turbo. So I'm going to get rid of this. And then we'll grab that. Okay. I also have Radiant Charizard as an option. Okay. So with this, I can grab myself a supporter such as Jacq plus Rare Candy. Yeah, I like grabbing the Jacq to find 2 evolutions. That will get me the Pidgeot. And then with the Rare Candy, I'll evolve into Pidgeot. And then with the Pidgeot, I'll grab myself another... I'll grab myself another Charmander. And then just grabbing the Charizard for good measure. Pidgeot as an attacker is obviously pretty underwhelming. I'm gonna keep... Well, you know what? I'm gonna grab the Nest Ball instead of the... I did lose the Charmeleon though, but it's okay. All right, so I'm gonna keep the energy for now. We're just gonna go Burning Darkness. So this Charizard on paper should be able to take 3 prizes perhaps? Right? Because I have a 2 retreat cost, so you do 120. The maximum damage is Giant Fangs, 160. Alright, so my opponent will be able to replace the Regirock immediately. And we're gonna get judged. Don't mind that too much. Eventually the Ionos should get to my opponent, right? Oof, that path though. That's a problem. That is a problem because I drew a pretty bad hand. All right. So I think I need to attach that follow-up energy to the Charizard EX. I mean, the active is going to be taking 3 prizes itself, which is pretty nice. Softening up the Arceus is not really a big deal. That extra KO on the Charmander could be problematic though, for sure. That's like the one big problem that I have right now. All right, or I can just get extremely lucky here. Utilize Artazon to establish another Charmander, sure. And then I'll go ahead and quick search, grab myself the Rare Candy, evolve into the Charizard, which will allow me to get more energy into play. Probably should have used the Super Rod. It's okay. All good. All right. I mean, the Artazon does help my opponent as well, because of course all of the Regis are not rulebox Pokemon. So we'll see. It's gonna be a long drawn out game, especially on live where games last 10 times more than they should. I can only win in 4 turns. Okay. Super Rod's back. I'm guessing the Regirock and the Alecki. PTG Live, super good program. very accurate to game rules, right? As evidenced by that Super Rod. Okay, I really don't know what my opponent can do here. With the Pidgeot, one thing I could have done was preemptively search for another path counter, just in case my opponent played down another path, because I'm still dead drawing. However, I didn't think that was super necessary because I did manage to evolve the Charizard, right? Okay, we do see a boss on the Arceus trying to buy some time. Thankfully, I did keep those energies around in case of a play of that possibility. Then we're gonna go ahead and quick search. Could grab a switch right now. Escape Rope's not really relevant, like in terms of attacking something on the bench. So I'm definitely gonna retreat here. There's nothing really I need, honestly. Preemptively grab the Rare Candy, sure. And then we will just retreat and take yet another KO. Now, once again, the Artazon is available for my opponent to just search for the Regidrago. So my opponent will be able to attack me once again, which is of course less than ideal, but at this point in time, there is nothing I can do about that. Okay, there's Nest Ball. My opponent not even trying to play the Artazon, which I guess Artazon or Nest Ball or their own Artazon, no big deal. I did get the Magma Basin, which is pretty cool. I don't think there's a universe where my opponent can get 5 prizes before I get 3 though. I really don't think so. But I might be wrong. So 120, they're gonna target down the Charmander. So then I just evolve and we are good. I can also retreat right now, the active Charizard, to sort of protect it a little bit more. And then I can support back the energies and the Charmeleon, and then evolve and search and repower up immediately, basically. Okay. 40 on that Charizard. And wait, what? Oh, the Terra. Honestly, I completely forgot about that. We have the Terra, right? Which, as long as we're on the bench, we are actually protected. So my opponent just wasted some damage. And I just wasted... Oh, never mind. There's 2 energies. You know what? No need for a Charmeleon since I'm just going to evolve into a Charizard anyways. And yeah, this is just way too much HP for my opponent to handle. Way too much HP. We're gonna go ahead and quick search for the Charizard. And now with this Charizard, since I only have 1, there we go. Yeah, I only have 1 remaining energy. So I was gonna put 1 on the Charizard, 1 on the Arceus in case of another boss play, just so that I could retreat and attack once again. But solid win against a irrelevant deck, so let's try one more game. Alrighty, so on to game number 2. Let's see how we can do. Pardon me if I'm even lower energy than usual. I'm still recovering from the Japan trip and jet lag. I've been in Mexico 3 days when I'm recording this, so that's why I might seem a little bit on the slower side. Okay, so now we're talking. Yeah, this is the Lost Zone version of Charizard, which is very interesting in and of itself. Of course, Comfey helps attain other resources. You have other attacking options as you set up. Interesting to immediately go for 2 Comfeys with the Battle VIP Pass, playing the Pokegear preemptively, so that's definitely a mistake. There's no need to do that, and if you're gonna do that, you want to flower select first, because you look at the top 2 cards and then you look at the next 7, making it so you look at the next 9 cards. And if you have the switch card, you should also be doing flower selecting before the Pokegear. And if you're going first, you should not be playing the Pokegear at all. But we'll take it in stride. Of course, I can still lose to people who sequence this way. It's just a matter of trying to play to the best of my ability. Okay, so I'm definitely in a weird spot. I want to grab the Arceus and I want to grab the Charmander. I also kind of want to grab the Mew. I feel like my Pidgey's probably gonna go down here. But that's okay. You know, and then I have protection on the Charmander. I guess I could, oh, you know what? I could just attach to the Pidgey and retreat into the Arceus. That actually sounds pretty good. Because then I'm protected if I get, I don't think I'll be getting Iono'd, right? So, well, but what if I do get preemptively Iono'd? It's okay. We're gonna keep it like this. We'll see what happens. I'm in a really good spot. Worst case scenario is my opponent knocks out my Charmander, which requires so much. That's less than ideal, but, and it's crazy that my opponent just had raw Rare Candy Charizard after failing a Pokegear, but my Arceus will survive. So that's all we need. You know? That is definitely all we need here. Ugh. Alright. You got it, friend. You got my Pidgey, which is fine. I have another Pidgey. I'll just set up the Pidgeot a turn later than I would have liked. But it doesn't immediately promote the Charizard. Finds the Colress off of the flower selecting. Or maybe they already had it, yeah, based on the sequencing from the first turn. Maybe they already had the Colress. And look, another preemptive Pokegear. Really less than ideal choices. Yeah, so just as a tip, you don't want to do that. Alright, so my opponent will be getting one prize ahead. Oh, not even using the Charizard. Okay. That's fair. All right. All right, so I will be able to return KO. I'm protected from the Charizard. I'll be able to get the first hit into Charizard. And on paper, I should have an easier time, I reckon, establishing things. And I don't expect my opponent to attack my hand. So I'm going to preemptively grab the Pidgeot, grab the Charizard. I do have double turbo, which let's say I checked with my Battle VIP Pass search. All right, Infernal Rain. I get to power up the Arceus, which is fantastic, and myself. All right, so what's probably going to happen is I'm going to tank a hit with the Arceus and then retreat into the Charizard after taking this prize card. And with this, I'm gonna grab. Oh, I don't have a Rare Candy, so grabbing that Pidgeot was actually a mistake. Okay. I'm gonna grab the double turbo. Grabbing the Pidgeot was a mistake. I should have grabbed the Charmeleon probably. And then gotten a Charmander right here. Oh well, it's okay. I think I'm gonna grab the... No, I want a thin. I'm gonna grab the Nest Ball, even though I'm not super happy about that. Yeah, and I had the Ultra... Well, it's not like I could have grabbed the thing. It's okay. You know, we will manage. Alright, so there's the double turbo. Obviously not being able to power up anything. Not that we wanted to. And no need to grab energies. And we shall see. We shall see how this game develops. We're at even prices. They got the first hit in, however. So obviously that's not great. I wish they hadn't attacked my poor Pidgey. Now, then I would have a Pidgeot at this point in time, which of course would be pretty fantastic. But it is what it is. Okay. So ideally, my opponent will run out of steam at some point, right? Although, them establishing another Charizard EX is not... Pardon me. Them establishing another Charizard EX is not out of the question, but establishing a third looks really difficult. Whereas if I get my Pidgeot, establishing an extra Charizard actually sounds pretty reasonable. So maybe I actually just let the Arceus go down. I'm trying to figure that out. Maybe it depends on what I get off the Colress, on whether I attack with the Arceus or not. Okay, they go right hand, so there's a second Charizard most likely. 20 cards left versus my 34. Yep, that's the power of the Lost Zone. 2 Colress is Lost Zone though, what? Okay, and they do play Sableye. How many cards? 8. Okay, so I really need to evolve this Pidgey. Sableye is a really big threat when I'm playing all 60 HP basics. A really big threat. And after they've taken 5 prizes, that's 150 plus a base 180. That's the only way to one-hit KO a Charizard EX if they're at 5 prizes. So I need to try and make sure they don't take these like single prizes, or at least not easily. Or maybe I do bench like 2 Pokemon and allow them to do that. Okay. This is gonna be difficult for sure. Okay. Definitely going Colress. No Rare Candy though. Oof. Yikes. Does this help me in any way in terms of the maths? I don't think it does. So honestly, all of these are pretty useless. That was basically a 5 card dead draw. Okay, I'm gonna have to bench a Charmander for sure. No way around it. And might as well attach, I guess. And then we will just attack. So train till it KOs. My opponent will be the one to get the initiative, but that's honestly not horrible because they are bench locked. So if I'm able to prevent Sableye from taking a prize card, and then I'm able to one-hit KO their Charizard EX after they knock me out, then we should be fine. Okay. The big question here is, do they have their 4th and final Colress? Do they have any way of switching into Comphase to utilize Sableye right now to double snipe on the bench? No, they don't. Okay, they just do nothing this turn. Okay, that's all right. Okay, so now I go attack plus Iono after Ultra Balling for the Charmeleon. Yeah. And then, yeah, I'm gonna discard the Pidgeot on the stadium. Not the biggest fan of discarding the Pidgeot, but I'm gonna Iono, and there's the other one, which I knew, and it's very unlikely I'll be able to shuffle my deck anyways after this. No double price turn possibility for my opponent anymore. I will just go Iono here. Okay, now I got the Rare Candy, but no Pidgeot. Okay. I am getting 2 prizes here, which could be useful. To bat off the colors, I also got an Ultra Ball, right? Okay. 2 prizes. the Colress. The Colress is really nice. The Colress is actually really, really cool. Okay. Sableye is definitely a threat right now to my bench. Absolutely. No way around it. The question is, off of that 3-card hand, can they find 2 flower selectings into the Sableye? That would be crazy. Okay. That Cramorant is very annoying for sure. What was that? Okay, there's an Artazon. Oh, that's my Lost Zone. Wait. Oh, okay. They did put back the Cramorant that I KO'd, right? So, yeah. Okay. They have 9 in the Lost Zone now. Okay, I need this Colress to be really good. I need that Pidgeot. I know Pidgeot is not at the bottom of my deck. But the 2 Ultra Balls are? No. There's no more Ultra Balls. Okay. I need Pidgeot right here, right now. There we go. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Definitely the Iono. And then you never know with the Charmander. I already have Rare Candy, right? Yes. Just double checking. Because there's always that weird chance of misplaying. Now, this, however, was not part of the plan. Well, actually, this is fine. Never mind. This is fine. Because what's going to happen right now? My opponent will have to use Charizard to knock me out. Correct? They absolutely need to do that. And then once they do, I can one-shot them back. And then they definitely cannot one-shot me at all. And then we are good. Just gonna double check. I'm not gonna grab either of these Pokemon. That would be a terrible idea, but all good. And then I'm also gonna attach the double turbo because actually I'm not. You never know when attacking with Pidgeot could actually be relevant. Okay. So I want my opponent to knock out either Charizard or Pidgeot. It's fine. It really doesn't matter. 2-card hand. They can't KO me. That's fine. Then I KO them exactly. If they do. And if they don't, then I just go Pidgeot for boss. Right? And all is good. Nest Ball into Charmander. I mean, that's annoying, but can they actually... Do they have exactly fire switch? That would be crazy if they do. That would actually be pretty crazy if they do. But yeah, sequencing, questionable choices by an opponent. Oh, they Iono me. Okay. Well, I do have Pidgeot, right? Will they KO me? That's the question. They need fire plus switch card. Because I haven't seen any switches. Oh, there's a switch. Never mind. And, oh yeah, never mind. There's a bunch of switches. If they just pass, however, all I need to do is go boss on this friend. Yeah, boss for the win. They remove my choice belt. Keeping the Artazon is good because it maybe makes your opponent make a mistake. It's not like I benefit from the Artazon. I mean, I don't think it matters though. I actually don't think... Yeah, no, I don't need boss. I just need to attack and that wins me the game. Yeah, so this version of Charizard, of course, different. You have more explosiveness in the beginning, yet less less raw draw power, you know? I mean, not draw power, but less like targeted search, obviously with Pidgeot, and like less longevity, if you will. Yeah. Okay. Sure. And then I will 270, and then my opponent will probably 1 KO me, and then I can just go boss KO or KO the active Charizard. That's okay. 0 guard hand, but the game's over. No? Chooses to go into the Comfey. So we're probably gonna see a concession here. Would not be surprised if my opponent just immediately concedes. Right hand. Okay. Is there anything that I'm missing here? I have 2 counter stadiums. Right hand lets them retreat. Even if they have anything to increase Charizard's HP, it doesn't matter because I know there's at least 1 boss left in my deck. So I don't think there's much to do for my opponent here. I really don't think so. Okay. I guess never surrender. They're just doing every single possible action to delay my win. And that's usually what people do. They do a reaction and then they concede. So they essentially just waste as much time as possible from you, and then they concede so you don't get maximum points off of the win. So it's like very, very good sportsmanship. Very good sportsmanship. Please don't do that. But yeah, deck's pretty solid. It does. I mean, we played against 2 very questionable decks, probably because I'm still a Pikachu on PTG Live, because playing PTG Live is really difficult. 95% of what I do is I record. I mean, I play against people who I coach or my testing partners, so that's usually how I get my games in, and that's much more verbal, of course, because I'm playing against very good opponents, and we are choosing the matchups, right? So we don't get to play against Regis, which is a completely unviable deck, and we get much more interesting games and situations that arise. You know? If you're interested in coaching, there's a link down below. My weeks are getting pretty full pretty quickly, week in, week out, but just in case you haven't heard, there's the coaching link right there. And yeah, I did want to ask, I've been thinking that I can't record the coaching sessions, but I could ask for those that I coach if they would be comfortable with me recording the footage, right? And if I record the footage and then I go over the interesting situations that happen, maybe that's something that could be interesting instead of playing against Regigigas with Charizard, right? But anyways, let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much. Happy to be back. I hope September is going to be a very high field content month. And thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And if you enjoy the videos, you can always subscribe to the channel for as little as $1.99, I believe. Get to support the content, get to support the videos. It's cheaper than Netflix, and I will be making sure that there's a lot more content coming your way very soon. Thank you so much, and until next time. Bye-bye.